You think potty training is just about getting your kid out of diapers? Think again. One wrong move, and you're staring down months of accidents, tears, and a toddler who'd rather hold it in than face the toilet. Timing isn't just important. It's everything. Rush it, and you risk chronic constipation, urinary infections, or a kid so scared of the potty, they cling to diapers like a lifeline. I've seen parents battle for years, exhausted because they didn't wait for the right moment. But when you nail the timing, it's like flipping a switch. Smooth, fast, and way less drama. Here's the deal. Your toddler's world is a delicate balance. Even a small change, like a new babysitter or a weekend getaway, can throw them into a tailspin. Picture this. Your 2-year-old, usually chatty and curious, suddenly glues themselves to your leg when you drop them off at daycare because their favorite teacher moved to another group. That's not just a phase. That's their brain screaming for stability. Now imagine trying to teach them to use the potty while they're grappling with that. Big changes? Forget it. A new sibling, a move across town, or, God forbid, a family loss. It's like asking them to learn algebra during an earthquake. Toddlers crave routine. The same breakfast, the same bedtime story, the same faces. Disrupt that, and they'll dig in, clutching their diapers for comfort. I once knew a mom who pushed potty training right after moving to a new house. Her kid, barely 3, started hiding behind the couch to poop, refusing the potty entirely. It wasn't defiance, it was fear of more change. She backed off, gave him 2 months to settle, and boom, he was trained in a week. But stability's just the start. Your kid's body has to be ready too. Can they stay dry for 1 to 2 hours? That's not just a random benchmark. It's a neon sign their bladder's grown enough to hold urine, and their muscles are starting to cooperate. Kids under 1, no control. Their bladder fills, it empties, like clockwork. By 1 to 2, they're starting to feel that, uh-oh, I'm full sensation. That's huge. They're connecting the dots between body and brain. By 2 to 3, most kids can hold it a bit, but only when their bladder's maxed out. If your toddler's soaking diapers every 30 minutes, they're not there yet. Pushing them is like expecting a baby to walk before they crawl. And here's a kicker. Constipation can wreck everything. Hard, painful poops make the potty a torture chamber. Imagine your kid, red-faced and crying, trying to pass a rock-hard stool. They're not gonna hop back on that potty. They're gonna avoid it like it's haunted. Worse, constipation stretches their bowel, dulling the "I gotta go" signal, and even pressing on their bladder, causing accidents. One parent I know didn't realize their kid was constipated until the pediatrician pointed out the soiling. Runny leaks sneaking past the blockage. They treated it first, and potty training went from a nightmare to a breeze. Now, let's dig deeper. You might think, okay, they're dry for an hour, no big changes, let's go. But constipation isn't always obvious. Some kids have 1 hard poop a week and seem fine otherwise. That's not fine. A stretched bowel doesn't just mess with pooping. It can make your kid wet themselves because the backed up stool squeezes their bladder, forcing it to empty too soon. Studies show up to 30% of kids under 5 deal with constipation, and it's a leading cause of potty training failures. If your toddler's poops aren't soft and regular, hit pause. Get them on a fiber-rich diet. Think pears, peas, and plenty of water. And check with a doctor if it persists. Only then should you start. And when you do, make it fun, not a chore. One trick I love: turn the potty into a throne. Stickers, a favorite book, even a silly song, whatever makes it inviting. A dad I knew got his daughter a potty that played music when she sat down. She was so obsessed, She'd run to it just to hear the tune. Trained in days. Here's where it gets real. Rushing potty training doesn't just delay progress. It can hurt your kid. Chronic constipation from holding it in can lead to years of bowel issues. Urinary infections from incomplete emptying are no joke either. Fevers, pain, and trips to the ER. And the emotional toll? A kid who fears the toilet carries that anxiety forward, making every bathroom trip a battle. I heard about a boy who, at 4, still refused the potty because his parents pushed too early during a divorce. The stress of split homes, plus the pressure to perform, broke his confidence. It took months of patience and a therapist to rebuild it. The data backs this up. Kids trained before 24 months are 3 times more likely to face toileting issues by age 5. Wait for the signs. Stability, dry diapers for 1 to 2 hours, soft poops. And you're setting them up for success, not struggle. Now picture this moment. Your toddler, beaming with pride, runs to you shouting, "I did it." No accidents, no tears, just pure joy. That's what happens when you wait for the right time. One mom I know thought her son was behind at 3 because his cousins trained earlier. She was ready to force it, but instead, she waited. A new daycare routine settled, his poops softened, and he started staying dry longer. When they finally tried, he nailed it in under a month. She laughed, saying he was so proud he insisted on calling grandma to announce it. That's the magic of patience. It's not about speed. It's about your kid feeling ready, not pressured. So here's the bottom line. Don't rush potty training. Check for a stable environment. No big changes, no small ones either. Make sure they're dry for 1 to 2 hours, showing their body's ready. And tackle constipation first. Soft poops are non-negotiable. Get these right, and you'll shave months off the process. Want to make it even easier? Grab my free toilet training essentials guide for the must-have gear, and check out my video with 8 simple tips to keep things stress-free. Links are below. If this hit home, like and subscribe. I've got more tips to share, and your support keeps me going. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the funniest or toughest potty training moment you faced? Let's swap stories.